Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. And a look now at the defense for Houston.
Bernard McKinney is one of the tallest inside linebackers that you'll see in the game, but he has the bulk to go along with it. And I do think that his height is actually an advantage for him. It used to be that you're worried about tall guys inside because they had to fight off low blocks. But I think his ability to see into the offensive backfield, see what's going on, and read it allows him to diagnose plays quicker and get there in a hurry.
Set, round, hey, hot, 190.
Pull it together.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on third.
No.
From the gun, Rivers. Looking deep for Hilton. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out comes Houston. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Pat McAfee would be mad AF watching this punter. Emoji happy tears. Pat McAfee would be mad AF watching this punter. Emoji happy tears. Pat McAfee would be mad AF watching this punter. Emoji happy tears. Pat McAfee would be mad AF watching this punter. Emoji happy tears.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Emoji happy tears.
A quick throw here out to Cobb.
And
he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The first carry now, this is Johnson. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
WTFLOL.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play.
I deleted and everything, hell no. WTFLOL. I deleted and everything, hell no. WTFLOL. I deleted and everything, hell no.
From the red zone now, Watson. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. And let's go through the starting defense for Indianapolis.
Justin Houston is an elite edge pass rusher, and he has the speed to get upfield quickly, and offensive tackles have to respect that. But also, he has great hands, ability to get their hands away from his body and then make a move either inside or outside to get to the quarterback.
What is that? Come on, come on. Check three.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
Some good strong running right there, some power and some explosiveness. Just about got him into the end zone.
TD. On the was. TD. On the was. TD.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
When you think of Mike Daniels, you think of strength. Hard to knock off the football, but surprising quickness and ability to move and evade people. How about that play there?
Well, he can squat 600 pounds, so that's how he caught people's attention coming into the league, and he caught our attention right there. A give the first man through Gillespie of the fullback.
Touchdown.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Let us go LOL.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Set, black 15. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw, Rivers into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play fake, Rivers. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 49-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Rivers looking for Campbell downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers taken in by the tight end Doyle. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Those are the types of runs they told us they want to see more of. Look, they'd love the 60 to 70-yard runs, but those 10 to 20-yarders, they can help you win a ball game.
And that means everyone's invested because you know the big guys up front, that's what they do. They try and move people. But when you get your perimeter guys involved downfield, that means that they care about the running game and they know it helps their team.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
180. Behind.
From the 22, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rivers. He completes this one to Mack.
Rivers pass complete to Marlon Mack. He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 26. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
With that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Check 55 to Mike.
On 2nd down and 4, Watson, and he'll find Akins there, complete. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Texans.
Mike 54. Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get him, go.
He gets it to Cooks. 23 yards on the play.
Complete to Brandon Cooks. It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Texans, 1st down.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Get the ball.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Set. 19.
Washington 5. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. And that going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. From the gun, here's Watson. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give them a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
Reset. 19. 55. Check right. Joker. And go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
It's complete to Fuller. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
I'm coming.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments. Let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Texans 14.
So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
40, stay there. 190.
Check 41. Watch the run.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. Bradley Roby on the coverage defensively.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, baby.
To throw again. Rivers. This is taken in by Chad Williams. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Colts on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Again, it's Rivers. They'll run the screen with Mack. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And down to the 19-yard line. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Set. We're okay. We're okay. 380.
Too little, Cap.
On first down, it's Hines. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, Hines. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
They tried to run right to the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And his kick is indeed good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. We get a glance at Duke Johnson as he heads back out onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin the drive with Johnson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Watson. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Off the draw, here's Johnson. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
Mike, set. Mike, go, go, go.
That's complete to Cobb. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still, no yardage. Okay.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Kenny Moore brought him down. It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson. He gets it to Thomas. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Rivers. This goes out right to Doyle. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. Rivers on the money, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Rivers now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Rivers. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 12 more yards there and another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Zach Pascal there to make the grab as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now the extra point. And this is up and good. It brings him within a point now. It's 14-13. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Back to throw, Watson. Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. They'll roll him out. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers now after the fumble recovery. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Check 390, 380.
55, Mike. Record.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Rivers now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Rivers now. Complete to Hilton. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Black 15.
Check 41. Here I come.
First down, Rivers. And this is caught on the sideline, but no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds, incomplete. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Marlon Mack. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
White, 80 high.
Rivers again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Rivers pass incomplete out of the end zone. Sets up 4th down.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. Back and forth, we win in that first half. This has certainly been an entertaining one to watch thus far. So let's get right back out to it as we'll rejoin our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now out comes Houston. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. And they start the second half with Johnson. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
That's what I do.
On 2nd and 9, Watson on the catch, it's Duke Johnson. Call it a pickup of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Phillip Rivers, he is the focal point of our player's spotlight now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. Hey, he's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing, Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Bus formation. Come on, boys, come on.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Coming to you.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Stay there. 180.
55 to Mike. Danny.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
It is hard in zone coverage to stop a curl route because when they see it, they just try and find the open spot and sit down.
Yeah, we always talk about finding the soft spot in the zone. What's the key to doing that? How do you do it?
You have to read what the coverage is. Is it 2 deep? Is it 3 deep? Because then you know where the linebackers are going to drop, what spots on the field.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, if you're going to throw the ball on 1st and goal from the 2, the worst thing that should result is an incompletion for you offensively. But, Brandon, this is a different type of football. Back in my day, 1st and goal from the 2, a lot of big people with big neck rolls, they were on the field trying to ram it into the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run. So now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see.
To throw is Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First down, Texans.
Watson now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson, rolling to his right. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
Now Johnson, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. But that battle, that was won right up front.
And we're used to seeing those battles right up front, but we're used to seeing a lot of defensive tackles or more run stuffers and just play the spot where they are. How about these dancing bears we see nowadays that win the battle and then go upfield looking for runners?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Watson operating from the gun. He finds his target, Fuller. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Colts' 23-yard line.
Set. Down and go. 19.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Set. 19. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Line him, go.
They go play action here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jordan Thomas, the one he was looking for, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he will score. It's a touchdown. taking it in from 2 yards out as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Next to score, Colts 23.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
On 2nd and inches, Rivers. And he's got his man on the out route. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Round 80!
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Campbell making the catch. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Off the bootleg. Rivers. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
You better be afraid of me. Wait, 89.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Brings up third down. That's the end of the third quarter of play.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Colts on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Rivers. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll try and run it. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Get that ball! Get that ball!
A shotgun snap for Watson. And Thomas has it. That goes for a gain of 31.
Let's go.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. He finds his man, Johnson. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
First down, Houston.
Where's the tap? 19. 54. 54. I'm coming.
Watson on first down. This is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have retaken the lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Watson looks to throw again. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Rivers now to throw on first down. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But Forge, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now Rivers. And incomplete. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Here's Rivers. And now he's taken down, and Rivers in the end zone. Down to the ground he goes. That results in a safety and 2 points. Now, the 2 points, that's not totally critical at this point. Still a one-score game, but they do have to give away the football with no guarantees they're going to get it back.
Yeah, or at least if they get it back, will they have any time to do anything with it? So they've got to send their defense out there and say, guys, we got to have it right now. Save some time for us.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. This is taken at the 18. And we focus on Duke Johnson now. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Watson operating from the gun. And he'll find Akins there, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Black 15! You must be dreaming.
Rivers on 1st down. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play fake. Rivers. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
So a challenge is upon us. I tell you, close game, fourth quarter. This is a huge decision.
Oh, no doubt about that, partner. A lot has to be riding on this call. And you know it is a tight one because it has to be indisputable visual evidence in order to change it. Now here's the big question. Do they actually have that evidence?
We're about to find out.
A gain on the play. That's good for the Colts. First down.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Throwing, Rivers, letting one go deep for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
It's our time. It's our time.
To throw again, Rivers. It's Williams on the catch. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. The offense on third down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete. Now second and goal from the 7-yard line.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. Hey.
Rivers. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. And he's got it. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Nice completion, nice gain.
Great tackle.
Really good tackle. Kept him in bounds, kept things going. What do you do here?
That's the question. Let's see what they do. Likely the play of the game here. Trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Rivers to throw it. And no, it's incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And his Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
Check. Watch 54. Get your swerve on.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it. But it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
Set. 19. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the run.
Faking the give. Now Watson. Thomas has got it. Complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Johnson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by 5, 2:06 to play. They'll have one play, maybe two, before the 2-minute warning as they've got a first down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the run.
Wait, 89.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. Here's Rivers. Dumps this one off to Mack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Now Rivers on 4th down. And Pascal's got it. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Hey, check mine.
He's back to throw. This one complete into the hands of Darius Fountain. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Rivers with a 1st and 10, and he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Rivers to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. And, Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody, from Indianapolis.